Welcome to another exciting episode from Marvelous Videos. I'm your host, Tia Ayer. Ghostmaker Origins. Bruce's former foe and mystery vigilante has returned to Gotham City to become the new city's hero, and he is none other than Ghostmaker. Let us find out about the Ghostmaker and his true identity in our video today. Ghostmaker is a vigilante in the Batman mold who has ties to the Dark Knight. Ghostmaker made his first appearance in Batman issue number 100, created by the famous writer James Tynion IV. Tynion IV's work in Batman, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, and Batman Eternal is well known. Jorge Jiménez is a comic book artist who has worked on Super Sons, Teen Titans, and Justice League. As a vigilante, he has a surprising link to Batman. Before becoming a vigilante, Ghostmaker trained with Bruce Wayne, but their relationship and rival grew strained. Khan would ultimately take up the vigilante moniker Ghostmaker and wage war on criminal organizations all across the world. During the Joker War, Ghostmaker arrived in Gotham City, and after first battling Batman, later joined the Bat family, assisting the Dark Knight in taking down Scarecrow. In the Fear State arc, DC Comics just delves deeper into the origins of the Ghostmaker, revealing how the antihero came to be. Let us explore more about the vigilante and find out where he comes from. Before we go into our explanation, we have a very small request. If you like our content, please support us by subscribing to our channel. This is a small click for you, but for us, it means a lot. Thank you. Let's begin. The Becoming of Ghostmaker. In Batman issue number 100, we see that Joker mocks Bruce's wishes, clad in Batman's new suit, created for a new version of Gotham City. Gotham will never become brighter or safer. Gotham is a bleak world, furious with him for his infantile fantasy, which will never come true. He's come to tell him that the city's destruction is proof that Joker is correct. Nightwing and the rest of the family pull out Punchline and hand her over to the authorities as Bruce and the Clown battle. The Joker has been defeated and the Batman informs him of this, but the Clown chuckles. He just doesn't get it. The Joker obtains the upper hand. He intends to deform Bruce's face so that no one would ever recognize him as Bruce Wayne, only as Batman. He'll have to start over from the beginning. Then a rifle fire grazes Joker in the face. It's Harley who has arrived to put an end to the narrative once and for all. She had previously warned Batman that she was tired of their never-ending battle, and that this time she would do things differently. Using the explosives Joker had planned, she constructs two belts, one of them for herself and one for Joker. Batman will only be capable of saving one person, and the Joker is already giggling. He is well aware that the Bat will pursue him and Harley will perish. Batman assures him that if he is quick enough that he can use the devices in the costume to disarm the explosives. The Joker is taken aback by Batman's choice, so he leaves him alone and saves Harley's life, with Alfred's shambling body chuckling throughout. After hooking him up and hanging him upside down, a mysterious new vigilante is questioning a filthy officer. He informs him that he believed that he could grow up in Gotham when he was young, but soon discovered that the city is too perverted and twisted for him, and that irritates him to no end. And if Batman had ever cared about the people who had lived there, he would have paid them to go somewhere safe and then burnt the town down to start anew. It's never been personal for him. It's simply that Gotham doesn't work for him. After explaining his motivations to the guy, he informs him that, owing to his ghost net, he has already penetrated all of the city's criminal networks and devises a cleanup strategy. There is, however, a chink in the net, a boy named Clown Hunter. This youngster is attempting to bring justice to himself, and the officers are allowing him to do so, which is incorrect. Worse, it causes his plan to go apart, forcing him to inform where the youngster is, and the officer says he has no idea that the Bats aren't like this. The guy informs the agent that he is certainly no Bat as he pierces his shoulder with a sword. He's the Ghostmaker, and he's in Gotham to prove that he's more powerful than the Bat. There is a significant dialogue by the Ghostmaker. You're missing the whole scale of the thing. I'm not saying the winner takes the boy, the winner takes Gotham. Criminals who have been exposed to numerous of Joker's creations have partial facial paralysis and complete respect for the clown prince of crime. On the other hand, many years ago in Dublin, Batman attempts to disband the Grinners, a Gotham-based gang. Oracle is giving Bruce some information that he most likely already knows, so Barbara is curious as to why Bruce sought her. Is it because he'll have to do his own suit repairs now? Before entering a death trap, Bruce informs her that he wants to know the state of the Grinner's hideaway. Babs is glad to be back as Oracle, and the city is changing so quickly that she can't determine in which capacity she'll be most helpful. Oracle informs Batman that everything appears to be peaceful inside and that he is welcome to enter. She also understands why he's assaulting the Grinners. He wants to eliminate possible clown hunter victims. He discovered that all of the Grinners have already died when he arrives. Barbara discovers a loop in the monitoring system that leads her to believe everything is normal and that everyone inside is still alive. Wasn't this the Clown Hunter's kids' opera? It appears to be too complicated for him. Barbara is told to turn off her whole system after Batman discovers a sign on the wall. Babs is perplexed by the situation and requests an explanation, but Bruce tells her that it is personal and that she should just do what he says. A guy is booted out of a bar after shattering the glass. The man who tossed him was a teenage Bruce Wayne who wanted to be the victim's mentor. Tom Tavane is sought in 16 nations and is possibly the finest knife handler, so Bruce kept an eye out for him. Bruce wants to learn from him, and he is demonstrating that he'd be an exemplary student. As Tavane prepares to respond, another young man with a mask emerges from the shadows, a young Ghostmaker. Bruce advises him to flee, but the Ghostmaker informs him that he is already Tavane's apprentice and that if he wants to keep his spot, he must defeat him in a fight. After what he did to their master in Morocco, Bruce threatens to shatter his bones if they ever meet again. With one stone, he'll kill two birds. Someone observes Harley Quinn from afar, and she tries to rent an apartment in Little Santa Prisca. It's the Clown Hunter. Harley appears to be his next target. After all, once a clown, always a clown. The following generation is usually more daring than the one before it, and the Ghostmaker approaches him as he examines how to make a rocket launcher out of trash, telling him how much he enjoys his phone's browser history. But he also tells him that he's not from Gotham, but somewhere else. Killers aren't tossed back in with the rest of the population once they've been apprehended in this area. They rip them apart. As Ghostmaker prepares to put Bao to death, Batman arrives to save him. The two exchange salutes before Batman informs the Ghostmaker that they had made a deal. Gotham would be his home. The Ghostmaker informs him that he is not performing his job since the city is decaying, and why did he not put his kid to sleep? He should have at the very least imprisoned him, but no, he still is out slaughtering people. Ghostmaker proposes a new deal, a battle in which the victor not only determines what to do with Clown Hunter, but also inherits Gotham. Batman issue number 102 opens where Bruce is meditating in the desert. Where the Ghostmaker approaches him, he dares him to a battle. He knows the rules. If they meet, they will fight until one of them wins. Bruce, on the other hand, does not want to fight. Tonight is not the night. It's his parents' death anniversary, and he would like to spend some time alone. The Ghostmaker sets down his swords and tells Bruce that he is bored with him, but he was ready to test 3 new martial arts techniques on himself, and then he expresses regret to Bruce. Bruce is taken aback. He claims he didn't think that he was capable of such feelings. The Ghostmaker, on the other hand, informs him that he is sad for him, not for his parents. He will never find a way to put things right unless he cares. He will fail perhaps years from now, but he will fail. Then Bruce rises and takes one of the ghost swords, and Maker promises to battle him to prove that compassion does not imply weakness. Batman says, "I am not perfect, Ghostmaker. This city is dangerous and I could always do better, but you don't understand Gotham or what it needs." Coming back to the present scenario, the Batman and the Ghostmaker battle it out once more, this time as grown-ups. One to save the life of a young boy who had gone down a dark path, and one to show the Dark Knight's inability to transform the city that he pledged to defend by ending the kid's life and forcing Bruce to change his views through his suffering. As Clown Hunter leaves, the two battle with Oracle attempting to assist Batman. Bruce assures her that she would never blame anything on Ghostmaker and that she will never learn his identity. She is only willing to risk exposing her system to GhostNet, which would devour Barbara's PC. Since their early training days across the world learning how to fight crime, the two crime fighters have been rivals. They have a completely different plan, but Ghostmaker is weary of seeing Batman's inept behavior in Gotham, so he pays him a visit to teach him a lesson. While still on the plane, he provided proof to the Gazette about 6 corrupt judges. He prevented a weapon shipment from Santa Prisca. He also apprehended a serial murderer who was sophisticated enough to do his atrocities without the use of gimmicks. Batman couldn't even take out a youngster who was murdering people, hence things will have to alter. Meanwhile, Bao is still confident that his anti-clown campaign will succeed and that has just entered Harley Quinn's apartment. Harley was conversing with the plant, which was a substitution for Pamela. She informed the plant that she wanted to try being good for a while because she had found she could do it during the Joker War and enjoyed the results. Perhaps she can improve as a person and reconcile with Pamela in the future. After sensing that someone was attempting to murder her, Harley dodges the clown hunter's weapon, which he refers to as Bat-Bat, and easily overcomes him. After all, she has some experience with people attempting to kill her. Batman smashes through the window with a sword in his back as she ties up Bao. While the Ghostmaker enters, Harley tries to use the detective's calm connection to alert Batman that he is in danger. The Ghostmaker says how much he hates his town, while another costume person in Gotham tells him his moniker sounds stupid, then fires a tranquilizer at Harley's neck, capturing her. A stumbling Batman rises to his feet and begins conversing with Ghostmaker. The killer he stopped was named Denton Quill. One of his family spies was tailing him, gathering all of his trophies so that he could put all of the killings that he had committed on him, giving the families justice rather than rumor. The judges, he realized, were all paid by a crime lord named Tiger Shark, and Batman was putting together a solid case to take down both the boss and the judges at the same time, and there were no genuine weapons in the consignments from Santa Prisca that he intercepted. He replaced them with fakes to cause a buyer-seller crisis and wipe the market clean. Batman isn't flawless, but Ghostmaker isn't familiar enough with Gotham to know what the city requires. Batman says, "I have no interest in not caring about people. I have no interest in giving up the mission that I started when I was 8 years old. You're sick. There's a part of you that's broken, and you're angry that it's not broken in me." But Ghostmaker is unimpressed. He still lets a youngster out who murdered 24 people, 3 times the number of victims of the serial killer in question. Bruce assures him that if he had placed Clown Hunter in Blackgate, the guards would have likely assisted him in his crusade. If he can't be re-educated, Ghostmaker says that he should be murdered. In a fit of rage, Batman informs him that Bao was simply a 17-year-old child whose parents were murdered by the Joker 5 years ago. He doesn't need to be murdered, instead he needs to be treated. As usual, Ghostmaker draws Bruce's attention to his concern, which will lead to his failure. But he doesn't have to be concerned. He'll put him out of commission once only to show him that Gotham was a Ghostmaker-protected city, and that's what it looks like. The boy who demonstrated wasn't frightened of dangerous circumstances from an early age, as he didn't flinch when a gang of armed guys came into his parents' house and brandished a pistol at him. The formidable villain, the instigator, the Madam Midas, the latter of whose intimidation of his parents and their business set him on the way to become Ghostmaker, are recounted as Ghostmaker's greatest victories. Although Ghostmaker was neither a hero in disguise nor a figure previously introduced to fans, DC Comics ultimately revealing his identity is a satisfying finish to the anti-hero's journey. Now that Tynion IV and Jiménez Batman's arc is over, it's unclear whether Ghostmaker will appear in future stories. Despite this, the character's potential, unique clothing, linked to Batman, and sad background make him worth exploring. However, DC Comics has revealed where Ghostmaker will go next. Clown Hunter, the vigilante he came to Gotham City to murder, and will be trained to become a non-lethal sword-wielding hero by Ghostmaker. Clown Hunter has basically taken up the role of Ghost Robin. Makers both were among the highlights and most incredible new Gotham City newcomers during Tynion IV and Jimenez's Batman run. So maybe DC follows back on their experiences. Although Ghostmaker's narrative has come to an end and his backstory exposed, we want to see the character continue in the comics. What makes Ghostmaker so deadly? Ghostmaker was a super-skilled vigilante who was bestowed with several powers and abilities, and he had the skills to tackle Batman. He was gifted in acrobatics and martial arts. His swordsmanship was nothing less than that of a ninja. He had the innate ability to hack, interrogate, and intimidate people. He also had chops in medical science and tracking abilities. He was at the peak of human condition and was super stealthy throughout. Ghostmaker, according to Batman, exhibited psychopathic behavior and lacked concern for anybody, including bystanders. On the other hand, he viewed this as a strength, believing that emotions would detract from or dull his skills. He always wore a Ghostmaker suit, had a ghost net, and carried double swords. The vigilante of all time. Ghostmaker has a vast network of technology known as his GhostNet, which allows him to remain entirely invisible digitally and off the radar of everyone, like a ghost. That is unquestionably a formidable instrument in today's technology age. Not only that, but any other technology that tries to identify him will be entirely destroyed and corrupt by his networks. While Batman may have poked fun at Ghostmaker's name when they were younger, it appears that his old adversary has found a way to deserve the moniker. Not to mention the fact that he seems to have no qualms about killing criminals and turning them into ghosts as his name implies. An ancient enemy of Dark Knight has just been introduced in DC's current Batman book, and he lives up in the moniker, Ghostmaker. In any event, Ghostmaker appears to be motivated to show that he can defend Gotham better than Batman, as evidenced by his breach of their agreement by entering the city. At the conclusion of this issue, Ghostmaker uses a tranquilizer to knock Batman out, intending to take Bruce off the field and show the city what it could be like with a real crime fighter in charge. Let's hope Batman can stop Ghostmaker before he causes too much havoc in Gotham. If you enjoyed this video, click on the like button, share, and comment below about which other characters' origins that you want to know or explore. And do not forget to subscribe to our channel.